And today for the week 4 college football recap, I really only have 2 games that I want to talk about. And the first one you do see here on your screen, number 22 Auburn went to Oklahoma. Jackson Arnold, former Oklahoma quarterback, went to Norman, and well, Jackson Arnold did not have a good time. The Sooners won 24-17. And it's not necessarily just how they beat Oklahoma as to why I want to talk about this game. Like I said, this is only 1 of 2 games we're going to talk about in the recap. It's not how Oklahoma won. Or, well, it is. It's how they won. I'm sorry. 10 sacks of Jackson Arnold. One of which was late a safety to, for those of you who cared about this, for anyone who may have cared about this, for Oklahoma to cover the spread. Auburn just across the board, I mean, they were overmatched. This is an Auburn team that on paper had looked good throughout this year, but the same old Auburn. I mean, from lack of discipline with 13 penalties, 3 for 15 on third down, and again, 10 sacks. This game was just, Auburn was overmatched across, all the way across the board. The only thing that worries me for this Oklahoma team going forward, as we are going to keep this recap very short, they had 29 rushing yards out of Jonathan Mintier. He was their leading rusher. If we go on Torrey Blaylock, 13 yards, Javante Barnes, 0, team of -3, Deion Burks, -3, and Satahania, Isaiah Satahania, -4 for 1 carry. A combined total of 32. 32 rushing yards, and let's see how many. Auburn only had the 1 sack. Mintier did lose a fumble. I'm not really. I mean, I am worried about that because, and we'll talk about it as we get to the picks, and it'll be something we talk about throughout the next few weeks. Jonathan Mintier is going to be out with for a couple weeks with a broken hand. I believe I even may have saw rumors that he might have a minor surgery. So that'll be something to watch out for this Oklahoma team with their backup quarterback, who I don't even know who it is right off the top of my head. Michael Hawkins. Oh, okay. I'm keep an eye out for that as we go forward. And Auburn, like I said, they're just not there. As we roll into our second game in the recap, our second of 2 games, Illinois, number 9 Illinois, number 19 at the time Indiana, 2 teams that were dark horses in the Big Ten. Indiana may be getting a little bit less respect because of how they bowed out of the playoffs last year in the first round. Well, they went in and punched Brett Bielema in the Illini in the mouth. This was a game that I was intrigued in last week because these, like I said, were 2 sleeper teams in the Big Ten. And you get to see which one of them was real. And, well, Fernando Mendoza for Indiana threw for 5 touchdowns, only 2 incompletions. Luke Altmaier, 1 touchdown, 146 yards. Indiana couldn't really do anything on the ground. Illinois couldn't do anything offensively whatsoever. 161 total yards, 9 first downs, 1 for 10 on third down. And the big story, you can't see it because my screen's my webcam's in the way. Indiana possessed the ball for just shy of 40 minutes at 39 minutes, 53 seconds. Yeah. That's Illinois, Pretender. We get to see them this week against USC, which we'll talk about in the picks. That's not even a preview game. Pretender, IU looks like they could be the real deal. That's our recap. Short, sweet, to the point this week. Nothing too deep to get into. I mean, especially with this game, like I said, the big thing on saying this game, and Curt Cignetti, who I'm not a huge fan of, like he said in his post-game presser, they just broke Illinois. And this week, for our preview, this one's fairly easy. We only have... we'll give you two. I do have two games. They're both at the same time, though. Starting 7:30 on NBC and Peacock from University Park, Happy Valley, Beaver Stadium, all the other stuff. The number 6 Oregon Ducks travel to take on Penn State. This is a game, two teams that have hopes in the Big Ten. One in Penn State that has hopes to, win the national championship. This is people saying that this is the year. And Oregon with Dante Moore has not really taken a step back like I had thought. Two teams I have not been crazy high on throughout the year, but I've been wrong so far. Two teams that their coaches always fail in the big game. So this will be an interesting one. This will be a fun one to see. Because, right now you would think whoever is still on paper having to gun for Ohio State. For now. Obviously, you don't know what's going to happen with Ohio State Washington. But Ohio State is the national champion, and you want to take them down if you have to. These teams, they're up there. They're two of the best teams in the Big Ten. So it's going to be interesting because Drew Aller, I think, is going to have to throw the ball something. He's done all right this year, but against big-time opponents, like Ohio State, like Michigan, like Oregon last year, at points he struggled. Katron Allen, he'll have to come up big, and then we'll see what this Penn State Jim Knowles-led defense can do to stop Oregon. And our other game to watch, ABC, also at 7:30. Number 17 Alabama travels to Athens to take on the Georgia Bulldogs. And a game that very well could, for Alabama, be an elimination game. Already sitting at 2-1. Alabama 3.5-point dog. And this is a game, yes, the SEC is wide open. SEC is very wide open. Obviously, LSU, Ole Miss 2-0 at the top. LSU 1-0. They play each other this week, I believe. But just an interesting game here from these perspective, because you don't expect to sit and look at Alabama and say, this is an elimination game in week 5 for them. And this is Kalen DeBoer coaching for his job tonight, or Saturday night. Expect Alabama to come out, try and upset Gunnar Stockton in this Georgia offense, give him different looks, just try and pressure and confuse him. If it doesn't work, well, Alabama's offense, I don't think, is going to be able to do enough This is going to be, I feel like, a much lower scoring game than what the total is. But that's your preview. And just a weird game. What, like, I mean, just sitting here saying elimination game for Alabama in week 4, 5. Now let's get to the picks. Make this one short and sweet tonight. Starting as, we are, after 4 weeks, by the way, 60 and 64. We brought it back a little bit last week. Now starting tomorrow night, Thursday night, 7:30, our sidecast. 1-2 Army, 4.5 point underdog at East Carolina, wherever East Carolina is. I like picking the service academies in these games. This is going to bite me. Give me Army, though. Where even is this game played at? Greensville, North Carolina. Greenville, not Greensville. Greenville. Moving on to Friday night. Number 8, Florida State, 3-0. ACC action against Virginia at Virginia, a 7.5 point favorite. Is Florida State. This is easy. I feel like this is just the easy one. Give me Florida State here. Moving on, number 20, staying on Friday night. Number 24, TCU takes on Arizona State. Arizona State, a 3 or 2.5 point favorite. I don't know what Vegas sees here, and that's what scares me. Arizona State, just not the team that they were last year. Give me TCU here in this one. And rounding out the Friday slate, Houston 3-0. 12.5 point favorite at Corvallis. At Oregon State, the Beavers 0-4, 12.5 point dog at home. Another easy one. Give me Houston. Just, I mean, yeah, just come on. Easy. Georgia Tech ranked 16th. We now move on to Saturday. 14.5 point favorite at Wake Forest. You know, I called a Wake Forest game a couple weeks back. Give me Georgia Tech. Notre Dame, 5.5 point favorite at Arkansas. I feel like this is an easy one. Arkansas is not a very good team at 2-2. Give me Notre Dame here. In a Maction battle on CBS Sports Network at noon. Battle of two 2-2 teams. We have not taken the home team yet, by the way. Bowling Green travels to Athens, Ohio. Take on the Bobcats. The Bobcats have played some teams tough, including Ohio State. As much as I wish I could pick Bowling Green, give me the Ohio Bobcats here. Keeping this moving. USC, noon on Fox, is at Illinois. Illinois coming off the big upset, or big defeat at the hands of Indiana. And they are a 6.5 point underdog. And this is a weird game. I don't know where to go with this. Because I don't want to just take the knee jerk after seeing what Illinois just did. But I feel like I have to. Give me USC here. We'll keep moving on. I don't really like taking USC, but give me USC. Rutgers. Stupid Rutgers is a 5.5-point underdog at Minnesota. Row the boat. From PJ Fleck. This is another game where I just don't have an answer. There's 2 in a row. Give me Minnesota. Give me the home team here. I just called a Rutgers game. Ethan Kaliakmanis is not that great. Give me Minnesota. Utah State is a 22.5-point underdog at Vanderbilt. You know, no, give me Vandy. Give me Vandy. I just can't. That's a number I can't pick. 22.5 is not big enough. Moving on, 1 p.m. Battle of Michigan. Eastern Michigan at Central. Central is a 5.5-point favorite over the 1-3 Eagles. Fire up chips. Give me CMU here. Eastern's not a good team. 3:30 on Fox. Utah travels to Morgantown. They are a 10.5-point favorite over West Virginia and Rich Rod. This West Virginia team is lost, confused, dazed, doesn't know what they're doing, has no idea, no identity. Give me Utah. Speaking of a team that has no identity, 0-3 UCLA just fired their head coach. Nico Iamaleava has 30 days to transfer if he so chooses, and they are a 6.5-point underdog and 0-3 at Northwestern. Give me Northwestern here. That's just... UCLA is so bad. Number 4 LSU. Number 13 Ole Miss. In a game where it's happening. This is a game that didn't even make the preview. And like I said, I mentioned it where I was almost positive it was this week. And this is a game where I struggle to get excited for. Because it's happening so early in the season. And these two teams, historically, under their respective head coaches of Brian Kelly and Lane Kiffin, stumble at the end of the year. LSU, 1.5-point favorite. Give me Ole Miss. I trust Lane Kiffin to not screw up more than I trust Garrett Nussmeier and Brian Kelly. Auburn, fresh off of getting pounded by Oklahoma, is a 6.5-point dog at Texas A&M. This is an easy one. Give me Texas A&M. I mean, that's just an easy one. Another easy one, Rice, 14.5-point underdog at Navy. 14.5 is a lot for a service academy, but give me Rice. Or give me Navy, I mean. Another easy one. Number 1, Ohio State. Travels to Seattle, is right at 3:30. This spread has changed a lot. I believe live it's now 7.5. Ohio State, a 9.5-point favorite against Washington. And I just... I don't know. I think this game will be close early. Ohio State pulls away at the end. They're just a deeper team than Washington. In the who the hell cares game of the week, UConn 2-2 at Buffalo, who was 2-2. 3.5 point favorite is UConn. Give me Buffalo. Keep it rolling. Number 11, Indiana travels to Iowa. Iowa, 7.5 point underdog at home. This is another easy one. This is a game where, to me, Curt Cignetti is going to find a way to run the score up. Give me the Hoosiers. I mean, there's just a lot of easy games this week. A lot of games that seem like softballs. 4 p.m. on FS1. Hawaii at 3-2 will be taking on the Air Force Academy. Air Force, a minus 4.5 point favorite. Fuck it. Give me Hawaii. Let's go weird here. Give me Hawaii on this one. Tennessee, 7.5 point favorite over 4-0 Mississippi State. Mississippi State has been good this year. I don't think they're Tennessee good. Give me the Volunteers at 7.5. That's an easy one. Liberty, 15.5 point underdog. They're 1-3 at Old Dominion. I've been waiting all year to say this. Give me Liberty, or give me death. Give me Liberty here. 15.5 is an odd number in a game like this between Sun Belt and a CUSA team. This is just an odd number. And this happened. Thank God I save frequently enough. Middle Tennessee State, 1-3 at Kennesaw State. Kennesaw State, 6.5 point favorite at 2-2. Give me the Owls. Wanted to pick them at some point all year, and I finally get a chance. Give me Kennesaw State. Arizona 3-0 at 4-0 Iowa State. Iowa State, 6.5 point favorite at home. It's an interesting game. Give me Iowa State. Screw it. I don't know. I have no rhyme or reason. Give me Iowa State. Now the big one. One of the big ones. Oregon, number 6 in the country. At number 3 in the land, Penn State. Penn State, 3.5 point favorite at home. And honestly, I like Oregon more than I like Penn State in this game. Give me the Ducks. I just don't know. This is a rematch of the Big Ten championship from last year. I just don't know if Penn State has the offensive firepower. UMass, 43.5 point underdog at Missouri. Typical SEC cupcake game. Missouri's going to roll. Washington State, 4.5 point underdog at Colorado State. In a weird game. I don't really understand how this one is like this. It's going to burn me. Give me Washington State here. They're just always going to be a better team than Colorado State. And another weird one, App State. Appalachian State, 16.5 point underdog at Boise State. And I don't understand how this is 16.5. Give me App State here. I'm going to probably get burned on both of those two games. San Jose State, as we're coming to an end here with the picks. And a battle of two inept teams. 1-2 San Jose State, 2.5 point underdog at Stanford. On paper, Stanford's a better team. Give me Stanford here. $7:30, ABC, Alabama, playing for their lives already. 3.5 point underdog at Georgia. And I said, Kalen DeBoer is going to have to coach, but it could very well be coaching for his job. I don't think it's going to matter. I just think that this Alabama team is so different from those Nick Saban teams. Give me Georgia. And then our final game of the week, BYU 3-0, 25th in the land at Colorado. This Colorado team, they're a 6.5-point underdog, by the way, at home. This Colorado team, not like it was with Shedeur and Travis Hunter. Give me BYU. Because I just don't know where the points are going to come from. Where are the points coming from for Colorado for this game? And that, ladies and gentlemen, I got to enter a tiebreaker. Army, ECU, what's the point? What? 52.5. 49, I don't know. I don't know why I enter that. And that, ladies and gentlemen, are your picks for week 5. We will see you guys next week.